They're calling it a housing crisis. Tonight, hundreds of people turned out for a town hall meeting in Hollywood to address the issue, the problem of a lack of decent, affordable housing for tenants in L.A. Many feel victimized by landlords who raise rents in substandard buildings. City officials were there to hear about the problems and recommendations for change.
One of the biggest waves that I've been receiving from tenants are tenants whose communities are being gentrified and are being pushed out of their communities. I've heard statistics from other organizations that say that 98% of the tenants that go into a court without a lawyer are losing their cases. About 70,000 people getting evicted each year from just the downtown court. Organizations like Unión de Vecinos and Power are needed to help a lot of tenants from reaching the point where they're going to court and getting evicted. We're not only helping tenants to not get evicted, but one of the part of our work is also to make sure that those tenants organize themselves. So this is not only, it's a service in the sense that I'm here writing letters, but it's also an educational piece for tenants because they learn their rights and they learn that if they organize effectively, then they can fight to stay in their communities. And they're not only fighting for themselves, but they're fighting for their neighbors as well. So I think this is something that it's important. There's an organizing component to it as well. At Unión de Vecinos, I'm currently the case manager director. It's basically giving information to tenants, informing tenants of their rights, doing intake on tenants who are going through evictions or have any housing issues, let it be repairs that they need at their house or rent increase violations. Whatever a tenant has an issue with their landlords or even with other tenants, I work as a mediator to solve some of those issues. Some of these folks, especially here in Bull Heights, that we've been working with for a lot of years, they've been fighting to get services in their communities. Let's say speed bumps on streets where cars go fast, or lights on streets so they can cross safely, pedestrian. We've made sure that it's becoming a more pedestrian safe community. But then again, they're the ones fighting for this and they're getting pushed out, and other people are getting to benefit from the fight that these communities have been putting into their own community. So it's unfair. 11 years that I've worked with Unión de Vecinos, I haven't lost a case.